The universe is saying today to you that it's time to return back to yourself. Maybe you've been way too much out there. Maybe you've been thinking way too much about how everything will go in your life, how everything will turn out. Maybe you've been trying to control way too much, or maybe you've been worrying too much, or maybe you've been just lost in the past, what happened yesterday, and carrying the weights of yesterday with you today, into today. And you've been wondering, why this day feels so heavy? Why this day feels so heavy? Well, my friend, because you're carrying something that doesn't belong into this moment anymore. You can ditch it. Yes, just ditch it by returning back to home, back into yourself. I have another update for you, my friend. 5 different energy themes for today that will help you to navigate this day with the highest possible alignment, flow, and truth. And this is quite powerful because the planet Mercury just went into an Earth sign of Taurus. And planet Mercury is the communicator of God, the messenger of God. And when Mercury goes into a sign of Taurus, it means that all this information that has been maybe floating around in our minds, and signs we've been feeling, intuitions we've been hearing, clairvoyant signs and experiences we've been maybe going through, all of this is grounding. So yes, you've been activated in many different ways, and I want to talk about everything so what you are going through can make more sense to you. And it rhymes. Yes, this will be a beautiful topic today. So when you will be ready, my friend, get a comfortable position, or even better, put your shoes on, or even better, go barefoot and see you in the nature. We have a play of shadows today, and maybe this will be one of the topics to talk about, play of shadows. So look at that, we have a sunrise, we have birds, we have trees, we are at a very magical place, and I want to give you some magic. So planet Mercury went into sign of Taurus, and it will be in Taurus until May 25. In 2 days, on May 12th, we'll also have a full moon in a sign of Scorpio, which means that the energy is already here. You may feel a bit more emotional today. Maybe you woke up today and you've recognized, I'm not feeling as sharp as I've been feeling other days, or I'm feeling a bit maybe not so grounded, or I'm feeling like I know exactly what to do, but I kind of can't find the will to take action when you have a plan. You can easily get distracted. So this may be one sign right now you may be experiencing. But I will take you back into what I said before. You've actually been activated energetically. You've been activated energetically. And you may actually know that by recognizing that things are so much more clear to you. And you can easily return back to the center if you decide. So in the middle of this night, I woke up and I had a vision that I felt I need to share with you. And that vision was, there was a strong fire, burning fire, not like a forest on fire, but just a flame of fire, very strong. And then around it was a bright light. And then around that bright light were shadows, kind of like dark spirits that have been afraid of your light. And that's what I saw. And when I saw that, I knew, okay, we need to hold strong fire. We need to cultivate that fire. And sometimes when, right now when I talk about this, I feel that in the past you used to believe into negative energies. You used to believe into dark thoughts you had about yourself. You used to believe into limiting beliefs about yourself. You used to believe into all dark stories and maybe black magic and spells and things like that. But you came to the realization that all these dark energies only have power over you when you believe into them. They have power over you when you give your power to them, when you allow them to control you. But when you return back into your fire, when you return back into your center, these things don't control you anymore. You still notice them, you still feel them, but they have no power over you anymore, because now you don't allow them to have power over you. Now you don't allow them to manipulate you, because you are the creator, right? You are the architect here. Are you the architect here? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my friend. So the first theme I want to talk today about is that romantic intensity, creative chemistry, and deep longing may come to the surface. So, well, the first thing you may notice is more creativity. More creativity is present. And when more creativity is present, there's also more of this kind of fogginess present, because those are very subtle energies, like need for intimacy, need for deep connection. If you have a partner, you may feel a need to go on a date. If you don't have a partner, you may feel a need to take yourself onto a date. The point is that you start channeling these energies creatively, because these subtle energies make us sometimes feel like we are not really grounded. We are somewhere in the clouds. Have you been feeling like this today? I did. And I'm an artist. I'm a painter. And when these energies come, I immediately feel them. But I also start to feel inspired to paint, for example. I start to receive very vivid ideas, what I want to create. And the point is, if we channel them creatively, we create kind of a portal for very incredible creative journey, where all these subtle energies can be channeled through us, and we can create very beautiful things. But we also need to stay very realistic during this time. It's the Mercury in Taurus. It's time to be very grounded, realistic, to think about finances, to think about how well we are going with our routines. Just maybe today in the morning, I've been reflecting about where I'm losing discipline, that is not allowing me to do what I wanted to do. So this may be one thing that you may be experiencing today. Like, maybe you wanted to read that book, but you found out you don't have enough time. Or maybe you wanted to paint and you found out you don't have enough time. Or maybe you wanted to take yourself onto a date and you said, oh, I don't have time. Well, this is the realistic part of it. Time is actually in your control. Like, the way you choose to organize your actions through your day is in your control. That is in your power. And you need to decide, will you go to bed a bit earlier? Will you wake up a bit earlier? Will you maybe notice where you waste your time, that you could invest into reading a book or something like that? Those things may be in your mind, and may help you to navigate these energies in the highest possible benefit of yours. The second thing, structure your dreams. Don't just wish, build. So in the previous videos, we've been talking a lot about building already. We've been talking, there's the need for building. And now, today, structure your ideas even more. Today you will feel so supported to structure your ideas. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's related to how will you build that partnership? How will you build that business? How will you increase the sale of your whatever work or job? How can you become a better worker there? Or how can you become more at peace? How can you become more in love with life? Those are the things that today you can structure. So, well, just yesterday I took myself onto a date, and I'm in a relationship with my partner Maya for over 13 years. And I need to take myself onto a date many times as well, because I've noticed I shouldn't lose connection with myself. I shouldn't neglect myself. I also need to have a great quality time with myself. So I took myself onto a date yesterday, and well, I took myself into an art gallery, then I went into a bookstore, And well, few books that I wanted to find and I haven't found them anywhere. I've manifested them yesterday. They found me, like 2 huge books. I never thought I would find them in Slovenia. I found them in, well, a very huge bookstore. And I've recognized, oh, this is actually the Mercury going into Taurus, because it's time for slow studying. When Mercury goes into Taurus, it's time for very slow learning, slow evolution that will create a strong foundation for the future of your work. And because I'm constantly looking for improving my knowledge, for expanding myself, well, just right now is a great time to start something like that. So I bought 2 huge books on alchemy, astrology, something I'm passionate about for a long time and I've been studying for a long time. I found them yesterday. I've manifested them yesterday. So maybe something like that is also happening to you these days, especially today. Notice if you feel called to start studying a subject that maybe you've been thinking for a long time, but you haven't felt ready. Well, today you may feel completely ready, more than ever before. So see if this resonates with you. And I also mentioned structure then. Structure, how will you do it? I said structure your dream, whatever your dream is right now. Maybe it's just more pace. Maybe it's just more love for life. Structure it. Because there's a call to bring dreams into reality, but it takes spiritual discipline. It takes spiritual discipline to bring things into reality. And what is spiritual discipline? It means that you learn that you can take your focus and sharply turn it towards something that matters to you. And your action will follow your focus, right? And then by consistency, you develop habits that will support that vision, that will eventually manifest it. I talked about this so much in previous videos, so I will not go into details, but I want to remind you, have spiritual discipline. Because so many times I see people say, I'm trying affirmations or I'm visualizing, but nothing happens, because maybe they don't have a spiritual discipline. Spiritual discipline doesn't mean you just meditate. You see, your body is a product of energy. It's a manifestation of energy. And your spiritual discipline means that you consciously, consistently, intentionally navigate the energy. You don't allow that it goes too much out of you, that it shatters way too much outside. That's why at the beginning of this video I said the universe is reminding you today, return back to home. This is also a time where you return back into your pace. You return back into calmness. You return back into a state of belonging. Yes, I belong here. I belong into this moment. I belong into this moment. And that's it. That's it, my friend. The third one, power, struggle, energy. Power, struggle, energy is present right now. So maybe you feel that you want to act boldly, but feeling an invisible resistance that is blocking you. So this returns us back to the image I saw, the vision I saw, the fire, the burning flame surrounded by light, but then also surrounded by kind of darkness or demons. So you may still feel there are some kind of forces that are kind of dimming you. They are present, but you don't need to give your power to them. Return back to the fire. Maintain your sacred fire. This is, as I said, power, struggle, energy. So you need to recognize what you want to give power to. And this is the time, we're in a time right now where we are truly noticing what we want to give power to. Am I giving too much power to governments? Am I giving too much power to money? Am I giving too much power to my neighbor? Am I giving too much power to maybe my partner? Or am I in power? Am I giving power to myself? And really knowing, clearly knowing what I can do to improve my life, or what I can share to improve the world, or what I can do with my money to maybe increase it, to be a positive change on this planet. You see, this is in your power. This is in your power. And that's where this power struggle truly comes into play. Just noticing, okay, will you surrender to the dark forces? Will you surrender to fears? Will you surrender to doubts? Or will you remind yourself, no, I stand in love, I stand in life, I stand in clarity. And when something starts kind of poisoning my clarity, I will slow down and I will reflect on what has poisoned my mind so I can slowly let go of it. If it doesn't help me to grow, it's a distraction, right? If it doesn't help me to grow, let it go. Yes, if it doesn't help you to grow, let it go. If it helps you to grow, but it's maybe complex, well, investigate it. The point is that you learn to channel your energies into constructive and creative work. This is something that's very supportive right now. The fourth one, strong push to break free from stagnant self. This will be present today. So I woke up in the morning and I felt, oh, today I don't feel like recording a video. Today I don't feel like making a message. I would just do nothing. But then I've recognized it's not truly me. It's not truly me. It's some kind of an energy maybe from the past or some kind of a laziness that is taking over, but it's not me. I know that people need what is coming through and I need to show up, I need to be accountable, and I want to be a messenger today. So that's where we recognize that sometimes certain influences may come and may try to kind of convince us that it's us, but it's not. If you think about yourself as the particle of God, then you know you're pure, you're divine, and you can return back to clarity. But there may be a sense of stagnation inside of you. And you need to notice what is being stagnant right now. What parts of you are being stagnant? Maybe you feel that today you're being more challenged. Maybe today it's a bit harder to move. Maybe today you will feel that you just don't feel like doing something. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Maybe do it a bit easier. Maybe, do a shorter workout. Maybe go for a shorter walk. But still do it. Because that's how you overcome this stagnation. That's how you overcome something that used to hold you back. It doesn't need to hold you back anymore. That's how you break free from stagnation. You see, it doesn't mean you push yourself extremely. It just means you do a bit more of what you used to do when you felt like that. Just approach it a bit differently. Very powerful. Because unexpected changes around self-worth, finances, and identity are most probably coming up and find us only when we change the pattern, when we change the behavior. So let's take an example. Today I could feel like I felt in the morning. I feel like I will not do anything today. I could skip a video. Like I would say, oh, today I will not make it. But then I would feel like I'm not in control of how I'm living my life. And I would start to doubt myself, or I would feel I'm not worthy of being in this position or something like that. But because I've done it, I've recognized, well, I can do anything, right? Yesterday I've been talking about climbing, feeling like climbing. Today you may feel like you came to a certain point where you need to ask yourself what it took for you to get there. What it took for you to get there. You haven't started because you felt unworthy. You haven't started because you felt incapable. You've started because you knew there's something inside of you that will only grow if you push through, right? That will only grow if you push through. And today you're looking back and you can see you've come so far. And therefore the sense of how much worthy you feel. The sense of how capable you feel has increased. At the beginning, I also mentioned you've been activated, which means a new energy has touched you. And maybe you don't feel the results of it yet, but you may sense intuition is stronger. You may sense you're more in tune with the truth than ever before. You may sense confidence more than ever before. You may notice that dark energies, negative energies have no, or not no, but less control over you, because now you know you are the one that is in control. You are the one, my friend, you are the one. Say to yourself, I am the one that is in power. I am the one that is in control. Say to yourself, my friend, I am the one that is in control. Yes. This is 10th of May, my friend, which means 1 is a beginning, 0 is an infinite potential. Today you're also choosing the new potential of your life. So it's very important to have clarity around where you're going, something we've been talking in previous videos. I'm extending these messages, making them even more grounded, even more practical, and even more clear. So my friend, don't lose sight. See higher, look above where you are from love, from perspective of love. Look above from where you are and see what you can build to make your life better. I know you've been building so much, you've been doing so much, and some of you have been wondering why things are not moving, but actually they are moving. Can you see what is moving? Can you notice what is moving already? In recent videos, I've seen so many comments from people writing, for 3 years, you've been saying things will change, and nothing changed, but right now everything is changing. I've seen so many of these comments. I receive messages like that. People say, well, after so many years, things are finally moving. So don't be discouraged, my friend. Be encouraged. If it's not moving yet, keep moving and it will follow you. The change will follow you, because you're the change maker. You're the path blazer, right? You're paving a new way. So changes will follow you. Don't wait for them. Make them, right? Make them, my friend. The 5th one, there's tension between wanting harmony and needing confront raw emotional wounds. How many of you feel that? So also in the previous videos, I've talked about harmony and chaos. Why you should focus on what brings harmony and not so much on what brings chaos. But here comes a challenge. Sometimes what's very chaotic to do will bring harmony to you, right? We're again a bit poetic, but that's beautiful. That's what makes this journey beautiful. So you may notice that confronting something that was a source of struggle to you will bring harmony to you. Isn't that interesting? This is the play of polarity. Sometimes to experience peace, you must experience pain, right? That's why I love cold showers and cold water exposure. Because sometimes when I feel chaotic, I go under the cold shower. It's painful, but then I come out and I'm fully peaceful. This is the play of polarity. And you see, sometimes when we lack harmony, when we lack peace, we truly need to confront what is the source of lack of peace, what is the source of lack of harmony. In a relationship, especially today, my friend, you may feel a need, as I said at the beginning. Take your partner onto a date, or take yourself onto a date, or take your friend onto a date, and then naturally conversation will turn into this kind of digging deeper, right? Digging deeper and uncovering the shadow sides that will bring peace and harmony into your life. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So yes, confronting something that was bothering you will bring peace to you. That's wonderful. So I mentioned, due to Mercury that went into a sign of Taurus, it's a time for slow learning. So think about what is the subject or the skill or the habit that will truly change the whole stream of your life or improve your work, but it will require so much time to learn. This is the time to start. This is the time to start. Also, connection between mind and body right now is very, very deep. So trust your senses because they are real. Right now, your senses are more real than ever before. What do I mean by that? Well, your body doesn't lie, and what you feel is truth. And right now, you will be more convinced by this than ever before. So maybe some other days you would be doubting your intuition. You would be doubting what you feel intuitively. Right now, you know it's truth. There's an energy maybe, or there's something going on in your life, or there's a call towards something, or you're feeling maybe really deeply pulled towards something. Those things are real, and really pay attention to them. And then notice what is your task. What is your task in this situation so you can really experience changes you've been looking for. Because sometimes, you know, so many attractive things may come into our lives, but when we ask ourselves, is this truly my job? Like a person can come to you and say, hey, that's all your problem. And you need to really ask yourself, is this truly my problem? Or is that person just projecting onto me their own troubles, right? So these days you're very connected with what you feel and the deep truth that is speaking to you. So don't neglect it, because it will take you far. It will take you way further than the mind. Really pay attention to this. And well, with that being said, I will leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed in this message today. I hope you found great value. My friend, you've been activated. Reflect intuitively what this means to you. What has activated inside of you. Don't forget about nurturing the fire. Also intuitively reflect on what this means to you. Nurturing the fire. Nurturing the fire. Also write in the comment section what it means to you. Because there's a sacred fire of yours that is burning. And when you discover it, it will start really guiding you more clearly to where you belong. And that's where you will discover there is a destiny. It's the product of your dream. And it's real and it's present. And with every action you take towards it, with every belief you hold towards it, with every step of faith you have towards it, you're slowly materializing it. It's happening. It's happening, my friend. So I will leave you here. I want to say big thanks to all of you for supporting this work, for buying my art on our store, AttractPassion.com. The link is also in the description of this video, where you will find my paintings. I'm painting kind of symbols that can remind you of what truly matters. Sometimes some paintings will put you into the right emotional state, so you can stay focused and you can stay clear and protected, so you can protect your pace, so you can, you know, keep going with what matters to you the most. Yes, taking care of your space so you can cultivate the energy of your future, the energy of your true home, which is love, which is confidence, which is clarity, which is power and strength. So you cultivate all of this. Okay? Yes, you will find all of that on AttractPassion.com. The link is in the description of this video. Also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content, guided meditations, community chat, and so much more. Yes, go and check it out. Until next time, one love.